So when we're talking about awareness, right? Awareness is the foundation of all foundations, and any sort of spiritual work, inner work, any sort of transformation, any change that you want to make in your life, you have to start with awareness. Because in order for things to change, you need to change, and you cannot change unless you have awareness of what is going on inside your head, your body, your feelings. If you're not aware of this, there's these 4 stages of change. It's unconscious incompetence, where you're not aware of things that are going wrong, right? And then there's conscious incompetence, which is when there's things going wrong, but you're aware of them, right? And that's the first basis for change to start happening. And then there's unconscious competence, which is where things start going to go right, things are going good in your internal world, but you're not aware of them yet. And then there's conscious competence, which is where you are aware of the changes that are happening, things are going good, you're consciously creating good things in your internal and external world. So those are the 4 stages. As you move through these, that's how you progress. So it's important that as we become aware, we're unlocking these deeper and deeper layers of these, subconscious patterns that we are working through. And the deeper our awareness expands, the more stuff that's going to come up. And the good thing about awareness, guys, is awareness itself is curative. It is healing. So like, imagine when you fall down and you hit your knee. That knee is going to have like a lot of pain. And so what that's actually doing, guys, is it's your body's mechanism of basically bringing awareness to your knee. And through that process, it's going to start healing itself. It might even, that awareness is going to start directing your body and your mind to take actions to heal that knee or to rest the knee, But either way, it's that awareness that's bringing its light to something that is beginning that curative and healing process. And that goes for your mind, your emotions. So like, say you're sitting there with like anxiety, or you're sitting there with depression or something. Instead of like, a lot of people, they choose to go escape from that. They choose to go, drink or do drugs or, some sort of escapism, instead of just sitting there with that feeling. And then through that process, it actually dissipates, or you'll work through whatever you need to work through in your life in order for that feeling to resolve itself. So depression isn't necessarily like some sort of mental disability that the mainstream will have you believe. It's actually a sign that, something needs to change, and a lot of people sort of avoid that work. Instead of trying to avoid it into escapism, you're gonna sit with that awareness, and you're gonna begin to change, take the steps that come, that inspired action that you're called to do. So without that awareness, though, that's what this whole video is about. Awareness, guys. Awareness is the key. If you don't have awareness, none of this other stuff is even gonna matter. It's not even relevant. So awareness is really just like your soul, guys. It's like a level that transcends your body, obviously, because you can be aware of your body, the sensations. It transcends your feelings, your emotions, your thoughts. It's a layer that transcends a lot of dimensions, so to speak. That awareness is really, the more you can tap into awareness and allow awareness to guide your life, the more you're allowing that soul, your higher self, God, to direct your life. And the more we can be aware and consciously choose with intention the directions that we want to go in life, and what we choose to do and learn and be, who we choose to be is really important. Our identity is like the core of every decision that we make. And we're going to go much deeper into all of this, guys. Don't worry. It's just like the basics, guys, of awareness. So just want to really drill in, guys. Awareness. So how can we start to develop this awareness? It's pretty simple. A good exercise is just, as you're laying there, sitting there, just be aware of your body. There's bodily awareness. You can rub your hands and just be aware of that feeling on your hands, and that's awareness, guys. And then you're aware of your thoughts in your head, aware of your emotions. Say like to yourself, love, peace. Be aware how that feels. Try to make yourself feel sad. Just be aware of every single thought, because when you start to dig into that awareness, you uncover those layers of yourself and you realize who you are as a person. And this is like the deepest work you can ever do, is just expand your awareness. So obviously the goal, guys, is to go about life and be 100% aware of everything that's going on at all times, but that's probably not the most realistic at first. It's going to be a little muscle that you need to stretch with your willpower to consciously be aware of everything that you're thinking and feeling all the time. But the more that we can do that, guys, and the more we can start snapping back into awareness, get off of autopilot, because the autopilot is there for a reason, that subconscious wiring. It's there to give our awareness and our soul sort of a break and be aware of different things as we go through life, and it saves energy for our minds. But the more we can increase that awareness, especially if we're going through a transformation or we want to make a change in a certain area of our life, then we need to start being more aware of those areas, of our thoughts and beliefs in those areas, and only from there can we start to make the change that we want to see. So hope that helped, guys. But just remember, this is the foundation. Awareness is the foundation of all foundations in this work. So super excited. Aligned creation. Let's get it.